Hey, what is up, guys? I'm going to be telling you guys the story of my craziest or shroom trip and my first one. So this happened about a couple years ago when I was 15, and let me state that I broke the first tripping rule. I didn't do any research on psilocybin or anything like that, so I had no idea what I was going into. So at first, with a couple of buddies, two best friends, I won't say their names, but they were, smoking, and I took this bag of shrooms. And at the time, my friends have never seen shrooms, or they didn't know anything about that. They just smoked pot, so they just gave me what was in the bag. And later, to find out, I accidentally ate the mushrooms my first time. And I read that recommended, dosage like 1 to 2, something around that ballpark. But anyways, the trip was going fine for the first hour or two. It all started when we had to cross the street. So we crossed the street, we were hanging out at a park, we're going to go back to our friend's house, we're going to stay the night there. So, we crossed the street, whatever, and it's not that far a walk, maybe half a mile to a mile. And so on our way back, my friend was just messing around. He's like, troll, as in like, please. And as soon as I heard that, because I was starting to trip now, my heart dropped. I was like, oh my God. And he was like, oh, I'm just messing around with you. So then we go to sit at a gazebo. I had 2 benches. They're a couple feet across each other, and both of my friends sat the opposite bench to me. And ever since he said troll, I was kind of like a little paranoid of my surroundings, what was going on. So we're sitting at the bench, just having a conversation, and all of a sudden I feel my body leave my body and sit opposite side of where I was sitting. So I saw, my vision was all of us 3 on the bench, and I when that happened, I felt my friend put me in a chokehold, and I started gagging, I couldn't breathe. But then I gave myself a little jolt, and he's like, bro, what's up? And my body warped back really fast into the bench, so I had that weird hallucination. So some of my friends, they called some of their friends, and they got alcohol, and they started to drink. I wasn't drunk at all, but I didn't take any drinks. I don't drink. So when we were walking back to my friend's house, the gazebo was in the neighborhood. We were walking back, and there was a construction site going on because they were building some houses. And I looked at the construction site. It looked like the gates of hell. It was really dreary and gloomy, like spider webs and everything. I saw some weird shadow figures glide across the gates, going back and forth. So when we get back to my friend's Hunter's, we actually went to the construction site and we're hanging out with the cinder block, and cinder block plays a tiny weird role in this story. So when we went to the cinder blocks, we were just hanging out there. Then we went back to my friend Hunter's house, and that's where things really started going bad. So I was on the floor, and at the time I was playing Watch Dogs. And for those who don't know, it's a game on the PS4 where you play as a vigilante. A vigilante is someone who kills people within a city or whatever, but they're not murderers, or they are murderers, but they're not intentional serial killers. They kill people who they believe is corrupting society and stuff like that. So anyways, I was watching that at the time, and my friend, they were drunk, and he put on World War Z, the zombie movie. And when the in Watch Dogs, the news channel, warning, important news pops up, and you see the vigilante in Watch Dogs. So that thing popped up in World War Z, and I saw my face as a vigilante, and it said wanted for murder. At that point, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And I didn't know what to do, because eventually I was just going crazy. Not going crazy, but I was just scrambling, trying to understand what I saw, because it went through so fast. It's I couldn't process it. So then I got stuck in a time loop. For you who don't know what a time loop is when time replays, and you understand time's an illusion, and it's just a label that humans put on things to keep track of. So what a time loop is, everything just keeps replaying over and over again. You lose all sense of time, and everything just replays over and over again. And so then I had to accept the fact that